Welcome to another weekly update. The date today is October the 30th after the market closed on Friday the 28th of October 2016. So this is an overall view of the market where we try and figure out what the direction is of things longer term, medium term and in the short term. And the reason we do this is for our overall wealth planning, retirement planning. But also when it comes to trading, we want to know that the direction of the overall market is quite important because it affects our trades. We don't want to be betting on things that are going to go up when the market itself is going to go down. And the overall market has a very large impact on the directions of our trades. So we do try and keep a handle on it, especially when it comes to the big picture. Here's the very big picture going back to 1998, and you can see this is the New York Composite Index, which is basically all the stock markets of America bundled into one. And you can see that bull markets, bear markets, they just happen. My contention has been that this has been we're due for a bear market. The bear market started earlier this year and attempted to go down, but then they realised there was an election, and they've it's just dragged on a little bit further in this what is basically a bear market rally because the stock market hasn't had a new high since May last year. It's basically gone nowhere. You'd have been better off out in cash. If we zoom in a bit more, here we can see bigger picture. I mean, if being devil's advocate, what I like about this chart is that the key moving average, which is that blue line there, the 40-week, it is pointing up, and the stock is above it. Albeit in a downwards direction, and as I say, not nowhere near reaching a new high, which is what we saw back here. That's what a bull market looks like. What this is a mess. Does it turn into something new, a brand new bull market? Anything can happen, but from the fundamental side of things, I don't know what's going to be powering that, because earnings is what drives stocks, and earnings are going down. They have been going down for some time now. Zooming in a bit more, and here's the line that I've been commentating on around about here, 10.5ish. You can see that goes right the way back to there, and I think that on Friday, this line here could well have been broken. Let's zoom into the daily chart, which is the much more short-term chart, to see more about that. And here's that line I'm talking about, which is a line of support, and if a line of support breaks, it should signal the way ahead. And you can see there, I think 10.476, that's below. This coming up to the election, there's only a week on Tuesday before the presidential election, which I think is distorting things. After November the 9th, we're going to be seeing some less distorted markets, less manipulation going on, and more clarity about the future. The market hates uncertainty. But this is a market that's caught in what I've been commentating on lately as this a downwards wedge. That's a very clear line now, and it's staying within it. And as I've been explaining, a downwards wedge means although this is a line of support here, when you've got that formation is downwards pressure, and sure enough, that downwards pressure eventually forces things, and the stock looks like it did drop below support. The S&P 500, which is an alternative thing to look at though, didn't go below the line, which is about 21.20, I reckon. It tried to, then came back up. So that's what's kind of keeping things intact for now. I'd like to see the S&P 500 as well as the NYA both below support to confirm it. But this one too is in a downwards kind of motion, albeit more of a shallower one. Might take this one a little bit longer before the actual move down. So where does that leave me? Well, longer term, my view hasn't changed. For the 6 month to 1 year ahead, I think this thing's going to be turning more into a bear market. But the picture's not clear. If I had to say where are we at right now, this isn't a bull market or a bear market. It's what we call a pig market. It's pretty directionless, looking for a direction. It's not clear right now. And on the medium term, where do I think it's going to go? I think this is going to turn into until we get a brand new high, which is a long way off. This is I still think is a rally in the middle of a big bear market. Shorter term, I'm quite bearish. I think that wasn't a good omen that the NYA broke that support, and still very much waiting for the outcome of this election. So short term, I think it is definitely, there's some downwards pressure now, not so much neutral as it was. So that would caution us against having really lots of long bets. But right now, this isn't a bad time to just sit on the sidelines and wait and see what happens next. So that's the overall market direction, short, medium, long term. Speak to you next week.